Okay, so hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Please let me know in the comment section whether my audio and video is clear or not so that we can have the class in a smooth and continuous manner without any disruption. Your exam is on 21st of Feb. All those who have cleared SEBI phase 1 examination, all of you have your exam on 21st Feb, and that is why I'm here with the marathon session. We have done the economics marathon yesterday at the same time, and today we are doing the finance revision marathon as well today. Let us begin with our session. Before I begin, if you want to download this YouTube class PDF, you can either do it from the Oliveboard app, or I will share with you on Telegram. I will share this PDF on Telegram with all of you. You can join my Telegram handle. Mannat Educator is my Telegram handle. Just type Mannat Educator. You will have access to my Telegram account. All right. So let us begin with our session. Any one of you, please let me know whether audio, video, everything is clear or not. First question on board for all of you. Consider the following statements and identify the correct statements. In call money market, commercial banks borrow money without collateral from other banks to maintain minimum cash balance, known as CRR. Call money market is a market for very short-term funds repayable on demand and with a maturity period of 1 day. Okay, Parmeshwar. Uh, Collateral security is required to cover or cover the call or notice money transactions. The call money market is a highly liquid market with the liquidity being exceeded only by cash. 1, 2, and 3 are correct. 1, 2, 4 are correct. Only 3 is correct. 1 and 3 are correct. All are correct. What is the correct answer over here? Quickly give me your answer. What do you think is the correct option out of these? You have to identify the correct statements here. I want quick answers, all of you. What is the answer for the first question? A, B, C, or D? The first statement, let's read the statements again. First statement is absolutely correct. Call money market, commercial banks borrow money without collateral from the other banks to maintain CRR, है ना? तो first statement is correct. So call money market is एक तो repo rate के through what you can do is you can take up, commercial banks can take up money from RBI for overnight basis. But if commercial banks do not want to take from RBI, what they can do is they can take from other commercial banks through the call money market. All right. So first is correct. Second, the call money market is a market for very short term funds repayable on demand, maturity 1 day. Absolutely correct. So second statement is also correct. Collateral security is required. No, it is not required in this case. So third statement is incorrect. Call money market is highly liquid. Yes, it is highly liquid market. So fourth is also correct. Your answer is B over here. 1, 2, and 4. Fine. So your answer is B over here. Parmeshwar, is that clear? Parameshwar, is that clear? So 1, 2, and 4 are correct. Only the third statement is incorrect. Fine. Let's move forward. Which article of the Indian Constitution empowers the President to constitute a joint forum of center and states, namely the GST Council? So where is it mentioned, in which article? Article 262A, 280A, 282A, 279A, or none of these? Yes, notice money up to 14 days. So we have call money, we have notice money, and we have term money. Call money is for overnight basis, right? Notice money till 1 to 14 days, right? And term money less than 1 year, right? Hi Vishesh, good afternoon. And what is the answer for the second question? Which article am I talking about over here? Parameshwar says the D. What about others? D is absolutely correct. 279A. Very good. So this is the article which empowers the president to constitute this GST council. Okay? And this council is a constitutional body. This is a constitutional body. Fine? Chalo. Uh, the central board of RBI is assisted by some committees. Which of the following is not one of the committees? Committee for Banking Supervision, Committee of Central Board, Board for Financial Supervision, Board for Regulation and Supervision of Payment and Settlement Systems, all of the above. Assist the Central Board of RBI. Question number 3, what is the answer? Whenever you give me the answer, write the number of the question as well. And I want everybody giving me the answers. Vishesh says E. What about others? Question number 3, what is the correct answer? You have to identify which is not one of the committees. Committee on Banking Supervision is not one of the committees. Okay, this is a separate thing over here. Okay, fine. So there are 3 committees: the Committee of Central Board, Board for Financial Supervision, Board for Regulation and Supervision of Payment and Settlement System. These are the committees, and all of these committees are chaired by the governor. Fine, is that clear? Vishesh, Parameshwar, is that clear? So your answer over here is that Committee for Banking Supervision is not. Committee for Central Board, Board for Financial Supervision, and Board for Regulation and Supervision of Payment and Settlement Systems. All of the above committees assist here. Fine. I hope this is clear. Board of Financial Supervision was constituted in which of the following years? 1994, 1995, 96, 97, or 98? Board for Financial Services, BFS. A. All of you are saying A. Parameshwar is saying A. What is the answer? Anybody else who would like to answer? A is absolutely correct. It is 1994. Very good. Very good. Parameshwar. Vishesh, not 1995, 1994. Fine. NBFC Ombudsman Scheme was introduced by RBI under Section 45L or 35L of RBI Act of 1934 or Section 45L, 35L, 25L of Banking Regulation Act of 1949. NBFC Ombudsman. Question number 5. C. Vishesh is saying C. Parameshwar, what is the answer? What do you want to say? For question number 5, what is the answer? The answer is Section 45L of RBI Act of 1934. Okay? A is the correct answer. Vishesh, C is not the correct answer. A is the correct answer. It is RBI Act and not banking. Your section though is fine, 45L, but it is the RBI Act. Okay? Not the Banking Regulation Act. Okay, Vishesh? As per RBI Act 1934, each one of the local boards of RBI have dash appointed by the central government for a term of dash years. What is the answer? So we have local boards of RBI. वहाँ पे how many members are appointed and for a term of how many years? For a term of how many years? 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 2 or 5, 2? What is the answer? Hanji, give me quick answers, all of you. Question number 7. Even if you don't know, na, give me a guess because it's not your exam right now. Hai na? This is not your exam. At least if you are corrected, then you will remember it from your, from the exam point of view. All right? Question number 7. Vishesh is saying C. Anybody else who would like to answer? Question number 7. The answer is 5 members and 4 years. Okay? So have 5 members who are appointed for a term of 4 years. Okay? So B is the correct answer over here. Not C. 5 5 नहीं है, 5 4 है. ठीक है? So 5 members are appointed for a term of 4 years. I hope this is clear. During the December 2025 monetary policy announcement, the RBI unveiled a special 2-month campaign to clear customer complaints pending with the RBI Ombudsman for over 30 days. What is the scheduled duration of this campaign? January 1 to Feb 28, 2026, January 1 to February 29, Jan 15 to March 15, 26, December 15, 2025 to February 15, 2026, or Jan 1 to March 31, 2026. What is the correct answer for this particular question? All of you. Question number 8. What is the duration? What is the duration? Vishesh says E. Anybody else? The correct answer is B here. January 1 to Feb 29, 2026. ठीक है? Jan 1 से लेके Feb 29. Please remember this. Fine. So a special 2-month campaign to clear all the customer grievances. We have this from Jan 1 to Feb 29. So for 2 months. All right. Fine. So basically, we want to take up this initiative for customer experience, like simplifying re-KYC, improving financial inclusion, launching Aapki Poonji Aapka Adhikar awareness program, making all RBI service applications fully online. ठीक है, that is why. Feb 28 मान लो, Feb 28, Feb 28, ठीक है, February 28. Acha, so this is going to be A then answer, right? Feb 28. You are absolutely correct, Parameshwar. So Feb 28, both of these statements are same only, A and B, है ना? So Feb 28, 2026. ठीक है? चलो. Question number 9. Statement 1. At redemption of debentures, DRR should be transferred to the general reserve. This is redemption reserve, है ना? Debt redemption reserve. Second statement, a debenture issued at a discount cannot be redeemed at a premium. Third statement, debentures can be redeemed by payments in lump sum at the end of a specified period. So you have to identify the correct and the incorrect statement. So which is the correct statement out of these? Read these options here and give me the correct answer. Question number 9. Let me see who's going to give me the correct answer. Vishesh is saying A. Yes, statement 1 is absolutely correct. Of course, this can be transferred to the general reserve. Definitely correct. Cannot be redeemed at premium. Nahi bhai, it can be redeemed at premium. So this one is an incorrect statement. Debenture can be redeemed at premium. है ना? Debentures can be redeemed by payment in lump sum at the end of specified period. Yes. So your first statement and third statement are correct. Second is incorrect. So first is correct. Second is incorrect. Third is correct. So your answer is A here. Very good, Vishesh. Fine. ठीक है? So this is debenture redemption reserve, which has to be transferred to the general reserve. Absolutely correct. Next question. Nominal rate of return is also known as nominal interest rate, stated interest rate, annual percentage rate, all of the above, none of the above. Question number 10. Nominal rate of return. D. Vishesh is saying D. All of the above. Absolutely correct. So it is called nominal interest rate also, stated interest rate also, annual percentage rate also. Definitely all of these are true. So D is the correct answer. Very good. ठीक है? Money has time value due to dash. Due to individuals because they like to enjoy it in the future when compared to the present. Money today is of more worth than money tomorrow because of the purchasing power. Risk free returns can be earned on the money today due to its intrinsic value, all of the above. Money has time value because of which of the following over here? 11th question. Why are the others not answering? Either you don't know, you are very lazy to answer, है ना? 11th question. B. All of these statements are correct. ठीक है? Individuals like to enjoy it in future when compared to the present, because when you save money, you feel that your future is secure, kind of, है ना? So first statement is correct. Money today is of more worth than money tomorrow. Definitely true, because inflation reduces the value of money. Risk free returns can be earned on the money today. Yes, you can. If you are investing money, then you can earn risk free returns, and it has intrinsic value. So all of the above are correct. So time value of money has all of these advantages. Fine. Okay, Vishesh. Which of the following can be considered as an example of annuity? Payment of life insurance premium, rent of a house, payment of housing loan, payment of a vehicle loan, pension. Example of annuity. I hope you know what is the meaning of annuity. Periodical payments that you make, है ना? Periodical payments that you make. Chalo. So what is an example of annuity here? What is the example of annuity here? E. All of the above. Absolutely correct. So, payment of life insurance premium. So, yes, you have taken up insurance. You're making periodical payments. So, yes. Making periodical payments on as a rent of the house. Yes. Payment of housing loan. You've taken up loan. You're paying the money back. Payment of vehicle loan. You've taken up a loan and you're giving the payment back. For pension, you are saving your money. है ना? तो periodical payments. ठीक है? Basic principle of time value of money is that investments will be of more worth in the future than in today. Money saved for future will always help than spend them today. Money in hand today is worth more than the money promised at some time point in future. Money always has to be grown irrespective of time. All of the above are depicting the true meaning of time value of money. What is the answer for question number 13? What is the answer for question number 13? Hanji. Question number 13. What is the answer? 13C. Absolutely correct. अब देखो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट देखो, इन्वेस्टमेंट्स विल बी ऑफ मोर वर्थ इन द फ्यूचर देन इन टुडे. नॉट श्योर, है ना? नॉट श्योर ऑब्वियसली. मनी सेव फॉर फ्यूचर विल ऑलवेज हेल्प देम स्पेंड टुडे. ऑलवेज आ गया तो एक्सट्रीम स्टेटमेंट है, उसी टाइम उसको गलत कर दो. मनी ऑलवेज हैज टू बी ग्रोन, नॉट ऑलवेज. You might have losses also. All of the above are depicting no. So your answer is C over here. ठीक है? Okay. The real rate of return is taken into consideration. Real rate of return is taken into consideration after taking which of the following aspects into consideration? Inflation, demand, supply, elasticity, growth. एक होता है real rate of return, एक होता है nominal rate of return. So if you have to go from nominal to real rate of return, what do you have to do? That is what this question is saying. Right. So nominal minus inflation is equal to real rate of return, right? So inflation is the correct answer. Question number 15. The financial planners use the time value of money because it helps them in making wise business decisions, to compare cash flows of different projects, to determine the price of equity capital, to determine the price of preference shares. So why do we use the time value of money? Question number 15. What is your answer, everyone? Anji, 15A, all of the above. 15A, 15A, 15C, only 1 and 2. C hoga answer. Exactly, Parmeshwar. C is the correct answer. Only 1 and 2. It helps in making wise business decisions. Definitely true. It helps in comparing cash flows. Why is it going to help you decide the price of equity share or preference share? How come time value of money will help you revise the price? No, this is not correct over here. ठीक है? It helps in comparison. It helps in making wise business decisions. So A 1 and 2. That is correct. All right. So yes, Parameshwar, this is the correct answer. Fine. Which among the following statements are correct about IRDAI? It is first that it is formed through an act of 1999. Headquarter Hyderabad, Telangana. Primary objective is to protect the interest of policyholders and regulate insurance industry. So you have to find out. You have to tell me which is the correct statement out of these. Correct statements out of these. Anji. 16th question. What is the correct statement? E. Vishesh is saying E. All of the above are correct. Absolutely correct. So it is definitely formed through 1999 Act. Headquarter is in Hyderabad, Telangana, and yes, it is the sole regulator of the insurance industry. Question number 17. SEBI, in its consultation paper released on November 24, 2025, suggested revising the rules of BSDA, which is your Basic Services Demat account, to strengthen financial inclusion. As per the proposal, which of the following instruments should not be counted while calculating an investor's portfolio value for determining BSDA eligibility? Government securities, corporate bonds, equity shares, zero coupon, zero principal bonds, or mutual funds. Question 17. Absolutely correct. Zero coupon, zero principal bonds. Absolutely clear, correct. Okay, so this was a proposal in November 24, recommended excluding the zero coupon, zero principal bonds from portfolio value computation used to determine this BSD eligibility. Okay, fine. These are non-transferable, non-tradable. They offer no monetary return on the redemption. That is why we should exclude it. Fine. This BSD, it was introduced in 2012 so that demat related costs are reduced for everyone, for the investors, for small investors and small portfolios. I hope you know about this, right? 18th question. The advantage of future contracts relative to forward contracts is that futures contracts are standardized, making it easier to match parties, thereby increasing liquidity. Specify that more than one bond is eligible for delivery, making it harder for someone to corner the market and squeeze traders. Cannot be traded prior to the delivery date, thereby increasing market liquidity. All of the above, only A and B. So, how are futures different from forwards is what this question is asking. Question number 18. You should know the basic difference between futures and forwards. It is very important in the derivative segment that you know these. Okay? Vishesh has given me E as the answer. Anybody else? E is absolutely correct. Only A and B. So first is correct. Yes, futures are standardized because they are a part of the stock exchange. They are traded on the stock exchange and forwards over the counter. है ना? These are standardized, so it is easy increasing liquidity, easier to increase liquidity and all. Secondly, specify that more than one bond is eligible for delivery, making it harder for someone to corner the market and squeeze traders. Absolutely correct. Third वाला नहीं correct है, and A and B only. ठीक है? So futures cannot be traded prior to the delivery date. Fine. A 91-day treasury bill with a face value of 100 rupees is purchased for 98. ठीक है, so face value 100 rupees and it is purchased for 98. What is the annualized yield on the treasury bill? Yield on treasury bill 8.18, 8.53, 8.75, 9.2 or 8.5. Try to calculate and give me the answer. Try to calculate this. How do you calculate yield? Discount upon purchase price into 365 upon the maturity days, right? Right? Discount upon purchase price into 365, and this for how many? 91 days treasury bills upon 91. Try to solve it. What is the discount over here? 100 minus 98 is the discount. Face value minus purchase value. 2 here. So 2 upon purchase price. What is the purchase price? 98. 98 into 365 upon 91. Is that how you calculate? So what is the answer? 8.18%. Absolutely correct. A is your correct answer. है ना? This is the way you calculate. I hope this is clear, all of you. Question number 20. Which money market instrument is also known as industrial paper? Commercial paper, treasury bill, cash management bills, promissory note, certificate of deposit. What is the answer? Question number 20. Industrial paper, part of the money market. So we have money market instruments. We have a very important here which only the corporates use, the industrialists, the industries. Question number 20. Commercial paper, isn't it? Commercial paper, unsecured money market instrument issued in the form of a promissory note, also known as industrial paper, finance paper, corporate paper. ठीक है, 5 lakh or multiples of 5 lakh. That is the scenario of commercial paper. ठीक है. In which type of financing exporters can receive immediate cash by selling their receivables at a discount through a third party? Asset based lending, franchising, factoring, forfeiting, none of these. In which type of financing exporters can receive immediate cash by selling their receivables at a discount through a third party? We are talking about exporters over here. We again be very careful. We are talking about exporters, and that is where the confusion between factoring and forfeiting comes into play. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of factoring and forfeiting? What is the difference between the two? See, for example, this is business A, this is business B. है ना? A has given goods to B. B has to make payment to A, but said I will make the payment after 1 month. Okay? But A wants immediate cash. A can go to a bank which is providing factoring services, also known as a factor, and can receive immediate payment. ठीक है? Immediate payment in exchange for the trade receivable. If in this case we are talking about exporters and importers, then the same concept is known as forfeiting. So forfeiting we use for exporters and importers. Factoring we use for domestic businessmen and all. Is that clear, Vishesh and Parameshwar? That is the major difference between factoring and forfeiting, and that is where you went wrong. You have given me the answer as factoring, but here it has been mentioned exporters. So the answer is going to be forfeiting over here. ठीक है? Factoring is similar to bill discounting system, and it is not for the exporters and importers. For exporters and importers, it is forfeiting. I hope this is clear. Is this clear, Parameshwar and Vishesh? Okay. What is the maximum amount that an investor can invest across all peer-to-peer lending platforms? 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 25 or 50 lakh? Maximum amount that an investor can invest peer-to-peer lending platforms. Yes, it is 50 lakh. Okay? 50 lakh is the correct answer. Not B, not C. It's 50 lakhs. E is the correct answer. Fine? 50 lakhs is the limit. Please remember this from next time. Parameshwar, Vishesh. Your Mitra, absolutely correct. 50 lakh. ठीक है? Recently, which among the following pairs of regulators has launched the standard operating procedure for interoperable regulatory sandbox? Interoperable regulatory sandbox. RBI and SEBI, PFRD and SEBI, RBI or IFSCA SEBI, IRDAI IFSCA or PFRDA and IRDAI. What is the answer for question number 23? Yes, RBI and SEBI. Very good. ठीक है? Which of the following two entities signed a memorandum of understanding on 12th December 2025 to expand access to investment products across India in New Delhi, which emphasized leveraging India Post's vast postal network as a catalyst for economic activity in rural and semi-urban regions? Department of Posts and NSE, Department of Posts and BSC, Ministry of Finance and BSC, India Post Payments Bank and NSE, or SEBI and Department of Posts? What is the correct answer? MOU to expand the access to investment products across India. Question number 24D. India Post Payments Bank and NSE. Is that what you're saying, Vishesh? Anybody else who would like to answer? But the correct answer is B, Department of Posts and BSC. Okay? Department of Posts and BSC. Fine, I hope this is clear. So, this is a major step towards strengthening financial inclusion, and Department of Posts under Ministry of Communications has signed an MOU with BSC. So, BSC, it is Bombay Stock Exchange and Department of Posts. Fine, and it was signed in December 25. Right, it emphasized leveraging India Post vast postal network as a catalyst for economic activity in rural and semi-urban regions. Please read about this in detail, all of you. Question number 26. Financial planners use time value of money because it helps in making wise business. Acha, this to we have already seen this question, hai na? I think we've already done this. This question is on repeat here, so we will just move forward. A call option has a delta of 0.50. This is a call option, okay? If the price of the underlying asset increases by 10 rupees, price increases by 10 rupees, by how much is the price of the call option expected to change? Price of call option. How much will that change? Try to solve this question. Try to solve this question. What does delta measure? Sensitivity of option price to change in the price of underlying asset. कि जितना underlying asset में price change हो रहा है कितना आपका ऑप्शन प्राइस चेंज होगा है ना सो व्हाट डज इफ डेल्टा इज 0.50 व्हाट डज इट मीन क्विकली गिव मी द आंसर अगर 0.50 है आपका डेल्टा मतलब कितना आपका ऑप्शन प्राइस चेंज हो सकता है इट कैन चेंज बाय 0.50 टाइम्स सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज सिंपल 10 रुपीस का एसेट है उसको मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है विद 0.50 राइट तो आपका आंसर आ जाएगा 5 रुपीस फाइन राइट is the correct answer. Very good, all of you. ठीक है चलिए which of the following statements correctly describes the main functions and responsibility of fixed income money market and derivatives association of India? It is responsible for setting standards for trading and settlement practices in the money market including government securities and corporate bonds. It directly regulates trading activities of mutual funds and pension funds in the debt markets. It develops benchmarks for various fixed income instruments and derivatives like government securities, corporate bonds, interest rate swaps. It enforces compliance with securities laws related to market manipulation and fraud in the financial markets. What is the answer? Main functions of FIMMDA. Question number 27. The correct answer is B over here and not A. Question 27. Why? Let's read. 1 and 3 are correct here. First is correct, third is correct. It is responsible for setting standards for trading and settlement in money market, including government securities and corporate bonds. And yes, it develops benchmarks for various fixed income instruments and derivatives like government securities and all. Yes. Directly regulates trading activities? No. Not directly mutual funds. Mutual funds ko SEBI is the one who regulates. So second statement is incorrect here. Enforces compliance with securities laws related to market manipulation and fraud. It is SEBI's role, not FIMMDA's role. ठीक है? Is that clear? Is that clear, Vishesh, Fatima, Parameshwar? I hope this is clear. Why the answer is not A? Why all of these are not correct? ठीक है? What is the maximum percentage of net assets that passive mutual fund schemes, excluding equity oriented ETFs and index funds, can invest in sponsor group companies according to revised SEBI norms? 15, 25, 30, 35, or 40%? Maximum percentage of net assets that passive mutual fund schemes can invest in sponsor group companies. How much percentage? Anybody who'd like to answer? Fatima is saying E, 40%. But the correct answer is 25%. The correct answer is B, not 40, 25%. Okay? So these are the revised SEBI norms. That mutual fund, passive mutual fund schemes from investing more than 25%. That is the restriction that has been put up. Not 40%, 25%. Okay? Identify the correct statement. Statement 1. The maximum limit of gold denominated bonds for individuals is 4 kg per fiscal year. Maximum, okay? Ceiling on investment includes only the bonds subscribed to during the initial issuance, excludes secondary market purchases. Minimum investment in gold denominated bonds 1 gram. You have to identify which is the correct statement out of these. Question number 29. What is the correct answer? See, 1 is true, 2 is false, 3 is true. Absolutely correct. See, first statement is correct. Maximum 4 kg, minimum is 4 gram, 1 gram. है ना? Minimum 1 gram, maximum 4 kg. Both of these statements are correct. Second statement, only. Wherever only is there, it is an extreme statement. It is most likely to be wrong. So both secondary market is also included. Secondary market purchases are also included. So excludes नहीं होगा इसमें. ठीक है? Fine. चलो. Which of the following participants represents the capital market? Development banks, commercial banks, stock exchanges, bullion exchange, all of the above. Which of the following participants represent capital market? Stock exchanges? Vishesh is saying, Fatima is saying E, all of the above. Participants in the capital market. All of them are participants in the capital market. Development banks also, commercial banks also, stock exchanges, bullion exchange, all of these. So E is the correct answer here. ठीक है, it is a capital market में we have all of these participants in the secondary in the capital market. ठीक है, it is not a money market, it is different, right? तो सारे हैं इसमें, all of them are participants. ठीक है, fine. Black-Scholes model is used in finance for pricing of futures, forwards, options, debt, none of these. Price-Scholes model. Black-Scholes model is used in finance for what? Right. Pricing of options. Options के pricing के लिए we have this model, Black-Scholes model. ठीक है, used to determine fair price or theoretical value for a call or a put option based on 6 variables. Like we have volatility as a variable, the type of option. ठीक है, what is the underlying price of the stock, है ना? Then what is the strike price? What is the risk free rate? And this model also won a Nobel Prize in economics in 1997. Right? In the consumer price index, which category has the highest weightage? Pan, tobacco, intoxicants, housing, food and beverages, clothing and footwear, fuel and light. Maximum weightage. Around 45 percentage, around 45 point something, 8 or 6 percentage weightage maximum. Right. Food and beverages, right? Food and beverages. Absolutely correct. National Exchange for Automated Trading is introduced by NSE, BSE, SEBI, CCIL or RBI. National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, SEBI, CCIL or RBI. NEET. N for NEET, N for NSE. Please remember it, all of you. Fine. हाँ, करंट सर इकोनॉमिक सर्वे एंड बजट से डेफिनेटली क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं आपके, काफी क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. इट डिपेंड्स. यू कैन डेफिनेटली गेट अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम हियर. ठीक है, कितने आ सकते हैं वो तो मैं नहीं कह सकती कितने आ सकते हैं, बट डेफिनेटली आ सकते हैं, है ना? तो करके जाइएगा. आई हैव टेकन अप क्लासेस फॉर इकोनॉमिक सर्वे, आई हैव टेकन अप क्लासेस फॉर बजट, डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस ऑन यूट्यूब. यू गाइस कैन चेक इट आउट. फाइन. ओके. हाँ जी. NSE. NSE is absolutely correct. Acha, what is the primary purpose of option Greeks in the context of options trading? To measure the sensitivity of the option price to factors such as stock price, time to expiry, and volatility. Guarantee a fix to guarantee a fixed return on the option regardless of the market conditions. To assess the credit worthiness of the option issuer. To predict the exact future price of the underlying asset. To calculate the dividend payout of the underlying asset. Option Greeks. Question number 34. A. Absolutely correct. To measure sensitivity of the option price to factors like stock price, time to expiry, volatility. Absolutely correct. Question number 35. The Payment Regulatory Board, chaired by RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra, held its first ever meeting where the board reviewed the functions of the Department of Payment and Settlement Systems and discussed key focus areas across domestic and global payment systems. Which RBI body has PRB replaced? Board for Regulation and Supervision of Payment and Settlement Systems, FSDC, Financial Stability and Development Council, Monetary Policy Committee, Technical Advisory Committee on Financial Markets, or Internal Advisory Committee. 35th question. Absolutely correct. Board for Regulation and Supervision of Payment and Settlement Systems. Right? Fine. Question 36 to 38. Based on this, let's read this paragraph. Foreign Exchange Management Act of 1999 governs foreign exchange transactions in India to facilitate external trade and payments. It replaced the earlier Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, shifting the focus from regulation and control to management and liberalization. FEMA empowers the Reserve Bank of India to regulate dealings in foreign exchange and securities. It classifies transactions into current account and capital account with varying levels of control and permission requirements. Under FEMA, individuals and companies can freely conduct most current account transactions, while capital account transactions need prior approval from the RBI. The Act also lays down procedures for foreign investment, external borrowings, and remittances. Violations of FEMA are treated as civil offences, emphasizing compliance and transparency in India's foreign exchange market. Recently, in October 25, RBI has made key amendments to FEMA regulations to simplify and support external trade and payments. So, as per a recent RBI release under FEMA regulations, authorized dealer banks in India and their overseas branches can now lend in Indian rupees to facilitate cross border trade transactions. You have to consider the following countries which are covered in this RBI provision: Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Maldives. कि नाउ ऑथराइज डीलर जो बैंक्स हैं इंडिया में और उनकी कोई अगर ओवरसीज ब्रांच है तो वो रुपीस में लेंड कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्रॉस बॉर्डर ट्रेड के लिए रुपीस में कर सकते हैं. कौन सी कंट्रीज इसमें इंक्लूडेड है, दैट यू हैव टू टेल मी. 36 Parameshwar is saying B. E. Somebody saying E, somebody saying B. What is the correct answer? Anybody else who would like to answer? The correct answer is Bhutan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Bangladesh and Maldives are not included. So your answer is A here, not B, not E. So Bhutan, we have Bhutan, we have Nepal, and we have Sri Lanka. ठीक है जी? Fine. So A is the correct answer. Fine. Bangladesh and Maldives are not included in this particular relaxation. Fine. ठीक है? As per, and also, we had so many problems with Bangladesh also because of this Sheikh Hasina fiasco. है ना? तो how come Bangladesh? You could have used a little bit of your common sense also. Maldives maybe we were having issue. है ना? All the internet trolls and all related to that. है ना? We had issue over here also and here also, Bangladesh and Maldives में. तो थोड़ा सा relate करके try to give the answer. Okay? Question number 37. As per recent amendment by the RBI to FEMA Act, FEMA Regulations 2015, exporters can now retain their export proceeds in foreign currency accounts maintained with banks outside India for up to how many months? 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. कि अगर जो एक्सपोर्टर्स हैं वो अपने एक्सपोर्ट प्रोसीड्स फॉरेन करेंसी अकाउंट्स में मेंटेन जो करते हैं आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया, बैंक्स आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया, कितने मंथ्स तक कर सकते हैं? Question number 37. 37E, 37D. But the answer is 3 months here. So your answer is not D, but your answer is C over here. ठीक है, 3 months है, ये revised है 3 months. ठीक है, okay, 3 months. So recent amendment has permitted exporters to retain their export proceeds for up to maximum of 3 months. All right. Consider the following statements regarding recent amendment to FEMA regulations. First statement: foreign currency accounts opened in international financial services centers will now be treated as accounts outside India for regulatory purposes. Exporters maintaining foreign currency accounts outside IFSCs must still repatriate or utilize funds within 1 month. Third statement: the amendment provides greater operational flexibility for exporters dealing in high value foreign currency transactions like gems and jewelry sector. Which of these are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2 and 3, or 1 only? What's the right answer? Question number 38. You have to identify the correct statement out of these three. So let's read the statements here. First statement: foreign currency accounts in IFSCs will be treated as accounts outside India. Yes, definitely correct. Exporters maintaining foreign currency accounts outside IFSCs must still repatriate or utilize funds within 1 month. Yes, this is also correct. Amendment provides greater operational flexibility for exporters dealing in high value current transactions such as gems and jewelry. Absolutely correct. All three statements are correct. ठीक है? Correct. Fine. Which one of the following is not a component of earning in tools of fiscal policy? Borrowings, tax, profits from PSUs, lease of assets, none of these. You have basically we have the expenditure side and we have the revenue side. So they are asking which is not a revenue component out of these. जहां से पैसा आ नहीं रहा जा रहा है, बस ये बताना है आपने. Not a component of earning. So basically what is the component of expenditure you have to tell over here. No, there is no playlist or PDF for finance revision, Fatima. Not at all for finance. I had for economics, and for economics I had shared with you already on my Telegram handle, है ना? Telegram handle pe I have shared economics playlist for revision purposes. If there's anybody else who wants to join my Telegram account, you can join here. Mannat Educator. Just type Mannat Educator on Telegram. The name of the group is Economics with Mannat. ठीक है? So in that I have shared the the playlist with all of you there. So but there's no playlist for finance as such. ठीक है? हाँ जी. What is the answer for question number 39? Just a second. What answer did you give me? A? C? E is the correct answer here. ठीक है? Fine. So not a component of earning. None of these. ठीक है? None of these. All of these are components of earning. Borrowing, so also that is source of revenue. Only when you borrow, you get your money in the revenue part. Taxation ke proceeds also in the revenue part. Profits from PSUs also in the revenue part. When you're leasing assets, you are getting money. That is also revenue part. So none of these are components of expenditure over here. So your answer is none of these, है ना? So component of earning is tax, borrowing, proceeds from sale of assets and all, profits from PSUs. Spending, components of spending is something different. ठीक है? Borrowing is not revenue, but it is written in the revenue account. It is not, but it is basically borrowing is not revenue. Here they're asking earning tools. You are confusing it in that sense. If they ask you borrowing, that is part that comes that you use that money as a revenue only. Fine, fine. Yes, this is a tricky one. Yes, Vishesh. But borrowing is a source of revenue only for you because you use that money. है ना? So technically it is like you have to pay that money back, but for now you can use it as a revenue source. Okay? Fine. I hope this is clear. Which one of the following is not a component of spending in tools of fiscal policy? Maintenance, loan payment, subsidies, borrowing, welfare schemes. Not a tool of spending. That means you have to talk about the tool of earning here. So, which is not a component of spending here? Very easy question. Try to solve it like we did the previous one. Yes. Borrowing is a source of revenue, component of revenue. All other for maintenance also you have to do payments. Loan payment you are giving the money. Subsidies में you are doing payment. For welfare schemes you put up money. है ना? Right? Fine. So that is all from my side, everyone. This was your marathon session for finance. I hope you liked the session. I hope that you enjoyed the session. You have revised your concepts over here. For any other doubt, anything, you can contact with me on Telegram. Fine, just type Manat Educator. If there's any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll end the session here. Like, share with all your friends and all. And I just want to wish all the best to all of you. Do your best. Give your exam with the best frame of mind. Be confident and give the answers correctly. Okay, you have done your best, you have revised your best. Now what you have to do is you have to just attempt in the best possible manner. Fine, do let me know on Telegram how your exam went. Wish you all the best of luck, and keep updating me regarding your preparation, regarding if there's any doubt that you have. Fine? You're welcome, Fatima. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll end the session over here. Have a great day, have a great evening, and wish you all the best. You have tomorrow's day. Try to revise whatever you've done. Don't do something extra. Just revise what you have done. Download the PDF. I'll share the PDF with all of you on my Telegram group itself. Try to revise whatever concepts have been mentioned over here. Fine? All right. Chalo. Thank you and have a great day.